Introducing the challenger from the Queen City, Charlotte Flair. Introducing the champion from Dublin, Ireland, the Smackdown Women's Champion, Becky Lynch.
Put down that remote, stay a while. Michael Cole, Corey Graves, Byron Saxton, here to call what will surely be a highly contested matchup.
Last man standing matches are about as barbaric as they come, guys. It's all about pummeling your opponent to the point where they can no longer stand.
Recalling your point about Becky Lynch's friendship with Charlotte Flair, Corey, Charlotte has been a major part of many important moments in Becky's career. You can't deny the bond between the two horsewomen.
True, Michael, but not all moments were heartwarming. Remember when Charlotte brutally betrayed Becky in 2016? Charlotte's competitive nature always seems to supersede their friendship.
From what we've seen and heard tonight, there must be serious injuries. The human body can only absorb so much of that. Spinning kick to the gut.
Now we have Becky Lynch on the attack.
Charlotte not in a great way here. Well, this one appears far from over, and she knows that.
Listen, Cole, this isn't going to be what keeps her down for the count, though it may contribute to it. She has to make sure this doesn't snowball here.
How she responds to this is going to be very important moving forward. She simply cannot let it take her out of her game plan. Becky Lynch is one of the hardest working competitors in sports entertainment. The unmatched determination and desire that burns inside the Irish lass kicker makes her one of the top WWE superstars today. But many people would be surprised to learn her road to WWE.
This match ain't over yet.
Becky Lynch is really going to work in there.
Picking up on something you said, Byron, Becky Lynch's path to WWE was far from conventional. Becky went from a competitor on the independent scene to a stunt woman, a flight attendant, and among other professions before she actually returned to sports entertainment.
Yeah, let's remember, Cole, Becky Lynch went to clown college, too. I didn't think Becky had to go to school to learn how to be a clown. It seems to be a natural gift for her, especially with those ridiculous goggles she wears.
I like them. You would.
Only one place to go when you're stuck in the fireman's carry.
Yeah, down. And I can tell you it's not a pleasant trip.
Guys, we've seen some pretty creative finishes to last man standing matches over the years. And perhaps one of the most creative took place at Extreme Rules 2010 when John Cena duct taped Batista's legs together.
Byron, regarding that Cena-Batista match you mentioned, not only did the Animal lose that night, but it was also likely one of the most embarrassing moments of his career.
Of course it was, Cole. Wouldn't you be embarrassed if you struggled to stand because your feet were taped together? Come on.
Set T-bone.
Come on, let the ref do his job. Charlotte has many championship victories to her name, but her very first title win at the original NXT TakeOver was worthy of the Flair legacy. She beat a tough veteran in Natalya for that title. Offense like this is exactly how a competitor takes control of a match.
Michael, I called the action at that first takeover where Charlotte won the NXT Championship with Ric Flair in her corner, and I can tell you, it was absolutely epic.
And Natalya had many years of experience on Charlotte that night, not to mention her Uncle Bret Hart in her corner. But Charlotte prevailed, and the Queen had her first taste of gold.
This can go a variety of different ways, Corey.
And almost none of them are good.
An all-out assault on the back. That landed perfectly.
I'm no mathematician, guys, but by my calculations, a last man standing match is more than 3 times as brutal as a traditional match. After all, you only need to keep your opponent down for a 3 count in a traditional match.
Down to the floor. On the topic of traditional matches versus last man standing matches, Corey makes a great point. In matches such as this, you have to keep your opponent down for a count of 10.
Which oftentimes results in increased brutality and danger, Michael.
5, 6, 7. Not over yet. The kick gets her.
The challenger not in a great place. But can she turn things around and defeat the champion here tonight?
Within 5 years of her first match at NXT, Charlotte has a list of big matches that would already qualify her as a Hall of Famer. And the list just keeps growing.
Yeah, I love the effort here, but she'd better hope she can sustain it.
Becky Lynch just too fast for her.
Nice calf kick, great elevation.
Here comes the cavalry.
Wait a minute, she is on fire. Michael, Charlotte's big match resume is amazing. She won the first ever WWE.
Carmella wants to put this away.
It's got to be hard to rebound from that one.
Here's her chance.
You know, I'd say matches like this really drive superstars to take risks they normally wouldn't take. An example that immediately comes to mind would be Shane McMahon's actions in Unforgiven in 2003.
I don't think her body was meant to bend like that. Great one-on-one action here tonight. It doesn't get much better than this.
Exploder. She has got to take advantage here.
But now can Becky Lynch make the most of this?
Becky Lynch with the offense.
Charlotte getting a serious beatdown. I'm not sure how much more anyone would be able to take.
If anyone can do it, it's Charlotte. Her opponent is clearly getting the best of her here.
You have to give her credit for hanging in there, but at this point, I just can't see it.
Jeez. That's how you put an exclamation point on the end of a match, guys. Charlotte's just getting overwhelmed.
That's not something you see often for the Queen.
Clearly on a mission here. The ref wasn't finished.
Becky Lynch going for it. Just some great, perfectly executed.
Charlotte is in trouble. Charlotte is in trouble. Look at her go. I don't know how these superstars are doing it right now. They've got to be exhausted.
This grueling last man standing match has finally come to an end. Let's take another look at these women in action.
When any superstar, man or woman, is able to find a way to win a match as entertaining and action-filled as that one, they should be grateful and really proud. Some great stuff.
is your winner, and still the Smackdown Women's Champion, Becky Lynch.
And Becky Lynch walks away with the win.
That'll knock Charlotte down a peg or two.
I think so, too.
Matches like that are the reason why I love this job so much.